Welcome, everyone, to Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics. Welcome back. Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics, soon to be Motor City Aquatics. We're going to switch it up a little bit. We want to change the name a little bit. Hope people aren't upset. But for merchandise and everything, we want to go with the Motor City part. And add that. We can still put Detroit on the shirt, so it kind of be close to the same. It's just gonna be a little different. It's kind of like changing stickers and stuff like that. So still in your what's up? What's going on, my brother? But yeah, so that's what we're gonna do is since we have vehicles on our shirts and stuff, we're gonna change it to Motor City Aquatics instead of Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics, since we have shrimp and fish and what have you. We just figured the aquatics can cover that, so that's what we're going to switch it up to here. So soon the name will switch over to Motor City Aquatics. I gotta I'll take it slow. It's not going to be overnight or anything. Well, thank you. So, yeah, these are all just 10 gallons, but that one, that's a 5-gallon. That's got the green rillies in it that I'm trying to breed out and make super cool, make them work really good. Hopefully it works. I don't know. I've been trying with these babies that they just had. I thought I'd seen some orange ones in there, orange rillies. So, the only thing I can do is scoop them out and keep going, keep letting them have their babies, and, that'll be it. So, but yeah, it's, figure I'd do it a little different, turn it. I don't know, getting a little bored of just, staring down that way all the time. So these lights are just now you can see actually how I hang them, because I took this down, the black stuff, this stuff. I took it down because I was taking tanks down and I'm taking everything out of them and cleaning them. Now you guys can see too all these tanks that I did the live streams on, cleaning them. They just have little bits of hair algae in them, but all that huge amounts of hair algae is gone. Now all I have to do is just keep working on, water changes. And now that it's really small amount of hair algae, it's manageable. So, Mystery Snail Guardians, what's happening? What's going on? We got all this crap on the table. Look, Luke gave me his little Post-its, little pink Post-its for the show. He's so cool. He's my best friend. He puts like little Legos and stuff, little Lego people on my desk. He lets me have all this cool stuff, so. Ah! She fell. Don't tell Luke. She fell and broke her head. There we go. I just got back from my doctor's visit. I went and seen him, to get my medications refilled and also talked to him about my sweating. So he's changing up one of my meds. He said that one of my meds is the cause of me sweating so much. It's not the coffee. Well, let's hope he's right. And I stopped sweating so much. But so anyways, these are just shop lights. I used to have 3 across every row, but and then I turn them, I angle them, and what I do is I angle it with a piece of chain. I hook the chain onto the chain coming down, and then I hook it on the lip, and it makes it rotate. So it's not blaring out this way, it's shooting toward the back wall, and it's bright because my back wall, my walls are white. So it makes it bright. But it cuts down on how much is like blazing in your eyeballs too. Oh, it's going to get loud here in probably 20 minutes. I don't know how long I can do this stream. If my wife starts yelling at me, I'll have to get off because the the therapy people for my mother's coming over. So, do her exercises and stuff. We usually don't do it on the weekends, but the one guy had to call off. So he asked if he'd come today, and I don't want to say no to her exercises. So the dogs, they bark really loud. They get really loud. Oh, what's going on here? That's weird. I got a Shelly going on. Hold on, let me feed these guys. Shelly might be getting beat up. It's like sitting up in the corner like somebody's after. Oh, no, he's just chilling. Put a little food in there. Put a little food in this one. All right. Sorry about that. Oh, yeah, he's good. He's down eating now. He was sitting there in the corner swimming. I was like, what the heck's going on? Nobody touches my Shellys. Snap somebody. So what do you think of changing the name to Motor City Aquatics? It's not used. No one uses it. And see, Detroit Shrimp Aquatics, there's nothing with it. I mean, I don't have to change it. But with Detroit and then having the cars on there, we thought that Motor City, since we're known for, that's what we're called, Detroit, the Motor City, because that's where the cars come from. If, we just change it. So now the shirts will say Motor City Aquatics, and they'll have, the vehicle on it. I can even get those shirts because I still have the thing for it. I can get them switched up some where it says, Motor City Aquatics and have that truck on it too, so, but we're not like, nothing's changing and stuff. We're still going to be, we've just changed the name a little, like I said, for the merchandise stuff, because if we're going to do vehicles and stuff as, we're going to incorporate, the Motor City part of Detroit in our merchandise and stuff and hats and shirts and hoodies and, whatever we sell, our stickers, stuff like that. We wanted to pull in that Motor City part, because it really adds to it, Motor City Aquatics. I mean, it's got a good sound to it, just like Detroit Shrimp Aquatics. But like I was talking over with my wife, we do Motor City Aquatics and then have say Detroit on the arm or on the across the back or whatever. So, people know it comes from Detroit. It's just like I said, for merchandise, I think for sales, I think Motor City Aquatics would be a little better because, a lot of people, they can touch on the Motor City part. They know that about, Detroit. So, I mean, I might even be able to sell more merchandise, even though it has shrimp on it, because it says Motor City on it. I might be able to get like car clubs and stuff to maybe start wearing it and trying to sponsor me or get my name out there a little more, so gonna have to purchase something for new stickers. Yeah, I can just get the stickers made and give them out like I do now. I mean, like I said, my other stickers will still be good. It's I mean, it's, I don't know, it's a sticker to have, but that's why, it's just, I don't know, the shirts, people do it all the time. It's just, it's a great name, but then we started putting our head around it, thinking what could sell even more. And we started talking about it, and then all of a sudden somebody brought it up on the channel and said Motor City Shrimps. Well, I don't want to put the shrimps in there. And like I said, since we're doing shrimps, nano fish, and who knows what else we're going to get into, I would just rather have the aquatics just to cover everything. So, we're going to be known for the shrimp, but, or that's what we'll have most of. But, I breed plecos, I'm going to be breeding the Shellies, I have half beaks coming this coming week. I got 25 platinum half beaks coming in, so those are badass. I had a special order of those. I'm just trying to change things up and make it more, spicy. I'm trying to spice it up. I have 4 of those double sponge filters. Don't have it and not going to use them. I'll mail them to. Oh, if you want, I'll mail them to you. I don't need any more sponge filters. Thank you very much. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say yes and have you mail them to me just to be greedy. I mean, I could give them away in a giveaway, or you can hold on to them and we could do a giveaway and you can mail them to whoever wins, or, I mean, that could be 4 giveaways. You know what I'm saying? That'd be cool. I mean, if you want to send them to me for that, I can take it for that. I can do a giveaway. I'd be more than happy to give them away, hook somebody up, and do it that way. But yeah, I could do that. I wouldn't, like I said, I wouldn't want to take them because I sell them. I have more, and I just took down a bunch of tanks. So I have sponge filters everywhere. But yeah. I could do giveaways and it'd be sponsored by Still In Ya. It's Still In Ya. So, like I said, we could do it. And then you can send them out. I mean, it would save money if you mail them out, if that's something you'd want to do, or I can do it and we go that way. 3B Aquatics, what is going on? Thank you so much for joining in. It's good to see you. I didn't see anybody streaming, so I thought I'd come on here and say hello. Like I said, run the new name past the family here and see what everybody thought, see what your opinions were. I mean, businesses change, names change on businesses, but I mean, it's cool to see like someone have our sticker from when we started and then the next sticker from the name that we finally, settled on after, how long. And, it's a move for financial reasons too, because I believe that Motor City Aquatics will be a better eye catcher than Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics. Even though it sounds good, I just think it would be something that would, like I said, appeal to more people, especially in Detroit, or anywhere around Michigan because of the name. So, I think it would be, a really big, it's going to be a really positive move for us. So that's why we're bringing it out, the new name and everything. 3B Aquatic says, hey, Brian, I'm recovering from COVID. It sucks. I can only imagine. I think I had it a long, long time ago, like before it came out. I lost, I couldn't taste anything for like a week and a half, but I never got sick. I just lost, taste buds and felt weird, for a couple weeks and stuff, but then it went away. But I can only imagine how bad it sucks and how bad it feels. It's got to be hell. Was it a buddy of mine? He had it. And I talked to him. He had it really bad. The only thing going around here that I know that we had was this little sinus congestion stuff. Luke had it. My mother's got it, and I'm about done. But my mother's, she's got, it's fluid in the lungs crap. But my wife don't have it. She's like, she can't get sick for nothing, like Wonder Woman or something. What'd you say? Yeah, that's what she said. Yeah, she's down here shaking her head. She don't get sick. She's like bulletproof when it comes to getting sick. Hey, Brian, cooking up botanicals for the tanks. Nice. It's always nice cooking up botanicals. Make sure you bottle. See, a little sweat gets it going. Make sure you bottle that stuff up. you can bottle that stuff and put it. I mean, I'm sure but if you boil like leaves and excuse me, alder cones and stuff, the tannins that come out of it, you can bottle it up and put it in your tanks because like they say, if your shrimp ain't feeling good, stuff, it's got medicinal purposes, in it. It's got good stuff. Well, if you boil that stuff, then you take everything out of it and then you boil the water down really low and then pour that in. You can go around and drip a couple drips in every while. I used to do it all the time. I mean, it's not hard to get rid of when you do your water changes. I mean, you're not dumping the whole thing in, but yeah, it's pretty cool. You can see a big response from them too when they put it in there. These Shelleys drive me crazy over here. They're so cute. These Kagomas. They're all at each other. Ping, 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 ping. I've fed them. It's, no more food's coming. What's that? 1, 2, 3, 4. There's one more somewhere. There's a fifth one hiding. But I think I'm going to go up to my buddy's store, something fishy here, and get some, if he's got it, some live brine. So I can put it in both these tanks and feed it to the discus and all them over there. Discus are doing great. Holy smolies, look at Rico stands in here. Well, hello. Looky there. I didn't think Rico Stan ever came up over here in the D. Up the doctor's here with a little exercise dude for my mother's here. I don't know if she's gonna bring him down here and let him outside. My lab has if somebody comes around that doesn't come around, he'll bark. He doesn't like anyone around us that he doesn't know or he hasn't like smelled first, and he'll bark the whole time. He'll bark till he passes out. He won't stop until you let him in. But good to see you, Rico Stan. How are you? Oh, congrats on boy, I don't know how you did it, man. It's not saying it's impossible, but I would say probably if anyone did it, to come on to to make time to come on to somebody's channel and do a Q&A and stuff like that, be Corey. I'm not saying no one else will, but Corey is from what I hear, I've never met Corey. I'd like to one day, but they say that Corey will go out of his way, help you out. What? Oh God, they eat bread or something?
They ate the whole packet of bagels. It's behind the chair.
Oh, it was Gunner.
The whole packet of
it
all
was
those
Gunner.
bagels I just got yesterday.
Is his belly huge? Oh my gosh, yeah. He ate the whole.
He's over there looking for pizza crust.
He ate a whole bag of bagels.
Look at that.
Wow.
Ate the Nutter Butter cookies I had sitting up there. Yeah. Chocolate Nutter Butter cookies. So he's got a cookie.
Oh boy,
a whole bag of 8 bagels.
Yeah, our Beagle ate a whole bag. My wife just bought a whole bag of 8 bagels for Luke, and he took them behind the couch and ate the whole bag. Tore the bag open, ate every single one of them.
And the day before that, he ate all those breakfast bars.
Yeah, jeez Louise. That's crazy.
Aunt Millie's bagels.
Okay, well, we'll get him. I know. He's going to be pooping.
And chocolate nut butter cookies. You can't.
Well, it's good to see you in here, though, Rico. It's it's other than lurking. I like that you come and say hello. I like that. I appreciate it, is what I should say. So thank you. I appreciate everyone. But it lets me know that I don't know. It's kind of like, when we're on here and we say hi, I come on and say hello and this and that. It's like kind of like when I was at Aquashella and I met everyone at Aquashella. It felt like we knew each other. And so it's kind of like we're online friends, even though we haven't met each other in person, and our personalities mesh. That's how, it brings you to a channel to say hello. So I appreciate it. Thank you. That's nothing like a good schemer. Yeah. He eats everything. The dog eats everything. He gets up, he throws his front paws up on the counter, and our counters are high. And we push everything back. Everything. And I don't know how he gets it. I don't know if he goes on the kitchen table and then leans over, but we just bought that whole bag of bagels, and he'll eat the whole thing. Like, he eats those sweet rolls, those big packs of 18 or 24 Hawaiian rolls. He'll tear the bag open, eat the whole thing. So now he just ate 8 bagels, probably as fast as he could so nobody would catch him. And so now he's got 8 bagels swelling up in his belly. Ooh, I would hate to be him. Yeah, it's excuse me. He's got a gut of iron. It's if it makes him sick, he'll throw him up and he'll make sure he doesn't do it. But it's like, no matter what we do, we hide everything, we put it up high. But it's like, you go shopping, you put stuff on the counters and stuff, and if you go do something and one thing is too close, it'll disappear. He sits at doorways if you have food, waiting to come in, waiting for you to throw stuff away. He's nudged open the door where the trash is before. Like, if we go to close it and it doesn't lock, he'll hit it with his nose and open it up and try to, he's a beagle. That's the way it was explained to us. My wife's kept beagles, her family has them. I grew up with beagles in the family. So they just hunt and eat. It's all they want to do. So, I don't hold it against them. I stopped getting mad at him when I just sat down one day and just said, look, he's a beagle. That's what he does. If you take that away from him, he won't be a beagle anymore, and he won't be cool. So, yes, I spelled schemer incredibly wrong. Please ban me. Guess I don't know how to spell it. It's all right. I understood. Smear. Nothing like a good smear. Smear. I don't know. Smear. That's like smearing something on a piece of glass. Smear. Maybe you should try feeding that poor dog. Hey, we feed them. We give them big bowls of food. We feed our dogs twice a day, a good amount. We don't overfeed, but believe me, he's far from skinny and he's far from fat. He's really good, but he just, I don't know. He's got real heavy hunting genes in him, because my wife and my mother went and got him, was 4 or 5 years ago, up in the thumb area from a hunting family. I don't think that they planned to breed their dogs, but they had like a ton of beagles, and they had them online, and my wife went up there and she ended up not getting the one that we wanted. She got a different one, but he has severe hunting. He goes to the bathroom. It's trails. He's looking rabbits. Him in the English lab. I have a black English lab, and when they find rabbits, they don't kill them. But my lab, he'll like lay on it and shove it down, and I have to stop him and get rid of the rabbit. They don't kill it or anything, but holy heck, it's all he wants to do is trail heavy. Bruiser CB, welcome. Oh, Lumpy Dog, did I say hello? Hello, Lumpy Dog. Bruiser, yeah, smear of cream cheese for the bagel. Oh, yeah. Bruiser CB, hello, Detroit, lurking while moving a tub. Ooh. Are you moving? Or are you installing or removing? Or just moving? Gotta go, everyone. Have a great day. A3B, I hope you start feeling better. I don't know what to tell you to take to start feeling better from the vid. Probably a lot of fluids. What is it? Vitamins. I'd probably triple up on my vitamins, a lot of fluid, Propel, stuff like that. Just keep your fluids up. But they say that vitamin stuff, pack yourself. Was it Joe Rogan? That guy's ivermectin and vitamins. So check it out. I hate stupid people. Tank Tribe. Welcome. Hello. What's going on? Good to see you in here. Good to see you. Chevy Fish, be very careful, girl. Oh, I mean, she doesn't want everybody to know she's a girl, so let's not say anything. So now we have a few more people in here. What do you guys think of changing the name? Well, we're changing it, but what do you guys think of the new name, Motor City Aquatics, from Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics? Like I said, since the cars are made in Detroit, we can still keep the Detroit word on the shirts. I can make it super cool, put across the back. So really, I mean, if you bought a shirt, it'll still say Detroit Motor City Aquatics. We're just, changing a little something up, but it's just we want to make it more attractive to other people, like car clubs and people that are really attached to Detroit because of the Motor City. And even though it says Motor City Aquatics, they can still go, well, hey, it says Motor City, and, that's kind of cool. So even maybe people on vacation might want to buy one, at my buddy's store and, things like that. So that's why we want to change the name up a little. What was that? S says people don't know how much simply drinking water can help your body. Yes, I remember when I was a kid and, you get dehydrated and stuff, or you get sick and then get dehydrated. My mother used to tell me, because she worked for internal medicine, she used to say that once you're dehydrated, when you're at the point of that crappy feeling and you feel sick, but you're dehydrated, you get chills and stuff. She said that it takes approximately 7 days to replenish the fluids in your body, because it's not like you're going to the hospital and getting an IV. I mean, you have to drink water. And then if you drink a whole bottle of water, that whole bottle of water doesn't go into your system, only small portions. That's why they say when you drink water, just, sip it, I mean, unless you're thirsty, then slam it. But to get rehydrated, you're not going to get rehydrated if you slam a bottle of water. I mean, just sipping it throughout the day, replenishing that fluid is, what helps. And so I try to, get some water in me. But I drink Propel, which is made by Gatorade. And it's flavored water, and it's really, really good. It's got all the, supposedly it has all those good things like Gatorade has in it, to the salts and everything to keep you hydrated, keep you feeling good, your muscles from knotting up. I don't get knotted up muscles. I drink the stuff a lot. I mean, a lot. I don't get knotted up muscles, cramps. I don't get any of that stuff unless it's that time of the month, and then I get crampy and stuff like that. So, but it works really good. Bruiser CB says moving away from the wood stove for the winter. Oh, do you have a clawfoot tub? Oh, or do you mean wait a minute. Bruiser, are you just saying that you have is it a lurking while moving a tub? Oh, is it a tub for fish? I thought it was a tub that you take a bath in. Silly me. Heller, I'm what? I avoid getting out of my you don't want to get out of your pajamas. Have to at some point. Need to get to the grocery store. Yeah, my wife got up. I had a doctor's appointment this morning just to get my anxiety and depression pills and stuff filled. Because one of them I have to go in to get. I take Ativan. And I have to go in. The other ones are just, I call it and get refills. They're not, So I had to go in for that. They check your weight. I'm still 299.7. He's like, oh, you lost a pound. I was like, I know, I'm fat. I said, I got to get back to work. I said, my wife feeds me too good. But, so blood pressure is 126/84, I think. And, blood pressure was good because I'm not in a lot of pain today. I took, what did I take this morning? Neurontin. Neurontin for the nerve pain. Neurontin? Yeah, Neurontin for the nerve pain and propranolol for my handshakes. So the Neurontin helps with the pain, so my blood pressure's down. Because when I'm hurt really bad, it's my blood pressure rises from pain. Some people don't know that sometimes, and they'll get on like blood pressure meds because their blood pressure's high, but it's caused by pain. So you actually don't need blood pressure medication. You need to take care of the pain so your blood pressure's not up, because the pain can cause stress. So, and anxiety and stuff, because you're just all the time, and your body's freaking out. So that's why, like I have a teeter up to turn upside down, stretch my body out, pop my back. It's incredible. I haven't been to a chiropractor in, 4 years because of it. Pain's a big deal. So anyways, went and did that. My wife went out, did some shopping. Grocery shopping, got what we need. And then I had to go get milk next door. I have to go pick my meds up when they're filled. And then I think I'm going to scoot to the LFS today to get some baby brine or some brine shrimp or some brine, live brine. Excuse me. And I don't know what else I would get. Oh, I think I need some more. I can pick it up anyways. I need some more beef hearts. I have frozen brine and the bloodworms. I'm trying not to feed the bloodworms too much because I don't know. I'm getting mixed reviews. Years ago, Danikin, what is up? Wow, Altitude 48. How are you? Big Tank Hank? What's going on? Is YouTube putting me out there? No one comes in here. What are all these stars up in here for? Holy heck. Thank you so much for stopping in and saying hi. This is incredible. I'll be working and listening. Sorry if I don't respond, y'all. Hey, if you get a chance, tell me what you're doing, because I love hearing about what you do. I mean, you do, carpentry and all sorts of stuff, so it's interesting. Altitude 48, you're exactly right about drinking large amounts of water all at once. It all gets put in the toilet. Yeah, and another thing, like when I power lifted, I was trained to be a world strongman, to get into that contest type stuff. So I trained for that for a long time. I used to take, how you, let's just say Bacter AE. I'll give you guys little something that I learned over the years. Bacter AE. Okay, what's everybody say about Bacter AE? What do they say don't do? What do they say don't do with Bacter AE? Always. Don't feed the amount that it says on the jar, because they say it's too much. They say it can eat up the oxygen in the tank. Don't do it. Okay. I never had that happen. but that's what they claim. They claim, it'll do that, but also, it'll grow positive bacteria and stuff. But here's the thing is, how much of it'll be wasted? Is there an amount that'll be wasted if you overfeed this, and let's say it doesn't have an adverse effect on oxygen and stuff, and everything lives just fine. It'll grow bacteria, but if you continue to feed and feed and feed, will the bacteria that this grows actually be eaten? Will it really ever be found? So the question is could it be wasted? So as I trained for a power lifter, I used to lift heavy. I mean, heavyweight. I used to train like for 4 people. And when I was done, they would say, now I never took drugs, never took steroids. I never took steroids, and I never got a spot on my weight, because a spot means like somebody helps you lift it up. They're like, push, because to me, if you do that, that doesn't count. That rep does not count. If anybody touches your weight, it does not count. So if I go to do a weight and somebody helps me get it up, a lot of people rack and go, yeah, but you didn't get it because you needed help. So anyways, I worked so hard. When I'm done, I would go get that big jug of protein and whey protein and all this and that. You scoop it and you mix it in a big blender and you down that sucker. Well, I used to see a sports doctor, a real sports doctor, to watch my kidneys and liver and everything and make sure I'm not destroying my body and, hurting myself with all these heavy weights and everything. And, which actually ended up happening with the hernias. So that's why I dropped out of what I was doing, because after 2 hernias, I'm just like, look, if that, I don't want to continue. Anyways, they would say, well, what do you take? And I'm like, protein, German creatine, it was just a few things like that, nothing major. It wasn't anything. And they said, well, how much do you take? And I said, well, I do what it says on the jug. I take one of them big, huge scoops, put that sucker in there, and then put a big scoop of creatine in there and milk and hook it up. And, I eat bags of tuna straight out of the can or out of the bag. And, I ate a lot of ramen noodles, rice. I mean, I didn't drink pop. Maybe a pop a month. I eat really good. That's why people are like, how old are you? How do you, really not? I mean, I'm 49, but they're like, how do you don't look 49? I'm like, well, I ate good for 10 and a half years, until I hurt myself, twice. But anyways, the doctor told me, he's like, you're taking all that stuff and you're actually hurting yourself. I said, what do you mean? He said, all that stuff. He said, do you run a triathlon? I said, no. Why? He said, because it doesn't matter the amount of workout that you're doing, the hours that you're spending in there, you're not burning up enough protein out of your body to need as much as you're putting in. So you're actually just pushing it through your kidneys and everything, your liver, everything that filter goes out your body. You say you ain't even using it. I say, you're kidding me. He's like, nope. He's like, so don't take as much as it says on those containers. I was like, really? He's like, yep, you don't need it. Small amounts. He's like, unless you're running a triathlon and doing that whole thing throughout the day. He said, you're, 2-3 hours a day, 4 hours, whatever. He said, it's nothing compared to like a triathlon. I was like, oh, okay. So it's kind of just like, it's drinking water. Sips are better than gulps. Don't put too much bacteria in, because it's possible that it could drop the oxygen in your tank and kill your inhabitants. But it might not. Don't eat too much protein because it's not needed. So that's my little workout tip for the day. I hope somebody got something out of that. But saline solution is really a miracle. If only it was more readily available and cheaper. Saline solution. What would you use that for, S? And Dan Kenley said, hello. I like that. What up, shrimp people? Kenny E, did you guys change your mind on getting some Sulawesi? It sure would be nice if you guys had my Sulawesi in your fish castle. Hey, what's really cool is Bobby from Michigan, Lunatic Friends, Motor City Aquatics, yes sir. We're going to be changing the name from Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics to Motor City Aquatics. But it would be cool, Danikin, if Danny would get some of these incredible shrimps in your home. And what was really cool is over when you guys had the show that people were walking through your home and showing the rooms with the tanks in it. I've never seen that. I've never got to see that. All I see is your living rooms. I've never got to see your I don't know. I mean, I've seen your discus, but the way they filmed it away from the tank to show kind of the size of the tank instead of having the camera so close, it showed a lot. It's my drugs. Good afternoon.
This is your Rite Aid Pharmacy calling to inform Brian Beercup.
My drugs are ready. They're calling to inform me. My dealer says, come get it. But so I thought that was super cool how people were walking around your home. For one, seeing your nice home, but two, to walk in the room and actually see how you have it laid out. See the stands that your tanks are on. What type of setup. I got a lot out of those videos. Can't say whose I really got more out of. I mean, LRB's. I don't know. LRB's was really, had me sucked in. What's his? Oh God, I can't. Man, I don't want to do. This is what I hate doing, is forgetting from my accident. It happens. The stuff living in your tank, history in your tank. God, I can't remember his name, but he did it. It was really cool. But I liked how they kept going to the discus tank. It seemed like everyone was in awe. I mean, fish are great. Fish are really great, but there's nothing. I don't know. There's just, no matter how many times you go, ooh, this is rare, and ooh, this is cool, and ooh, this is this, and this is that. No matter what, everyone comes back to the discus tank. No matter what, they're just so. It doesn't matter how beautiful a fish is. Like right now, I'm looking at my Shelleys, all flared out. The Kygomas, all flared out, looking beautiful. But it won't stop me from going over to my discus tank, especially at new one I just got. My family named it Blaze. But that discus is incredible. I've never seen a discus go from white to yellow to orange to red and then the black on the edge of the tails. It looks like a flame. So they named it Blaze. We sometimes name our fish. The gulper cats are Thelma and Louise. Don't ask me which one is which, but we believe they're females, so that's what my wife named them. We could have went with Kitty and Cat, but no, not Lucas. It's the history living in your aquariums. God, it's not Mark. Chat. Blah, 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 blah. Alex. That's it. See? Oh, there it is. Yep, Alex. Sorry. Yeah, I don't know what it is. I can never forget Lucas. I don't know. It's just that name sticks in my head. But Alex is. It's not. See, my son's name's Luke, so Luke and Lucas, LRB. It just kind of, that's another thing. It kind of rolls off your tongue. So that's why I want, with the name change, why we wanted to change the name over, because I think it's more. You get a grasp of it better, So. L2 says, very psyched about getting my red devils and my orange blue tigers this week. Orange-eyed shrimp are my favorite. They're just so cool to look at. Where are you getting those at, Alan Tooth? Who would you purchase such incredible shrimp from? Would you care to share? I mean, that'd be really nice. Yeah, secret living in your aquariums is Alex. Yes. Oh, okay. Bobby from Michigan says, I like the name change. See, there you go. There's a guy or, someone from Michigan Detroit, Michigan that, that likes it, understands that, it's, Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics is saying Detroit. Well, since we came up with the name and we started the name, it's all come down to, the cars and vehicles. And, so that's why, in the vehicles, whoever chooses the vehicle, it's got to come out of Detroit, Motor City, so that's why we're like, okay, instead of just calling it Detroit, let's call it Motor City. And then since we're offering more than just shrimp, let's just move the shrimp out of the way, fish and everything. Let's just go Motor City Aquatics, so Motor City across, like my Mose Eisley Star Wars shirt, Cantina. We all know that. We all know Mose Eisley Cantina, but it'll say Motor City Aquatics, and then on the back in big letters, Detroit, or I could put Detroit over here, made in, now I can't do made in Detroit because that's what Kid Rock does, but it could just say Detroit, or it could say it on the front, or whatever, or it could say, even DSA, Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics, that could be like my little logo, and then say, that on the front. So let's say Motor City. Oh yeah. Oh, hey, Liquid Zoo, what's happening? Says, I hope I didn't upset you. I want to get shrimp from you. No, you didn't upset me. I have I have children. I have a lot of water changes. I have a lot of stuff that I'm trying to get done before I go back to work. There's a lot of stuff on my plate. Like I said, Saturday, I'm doing all this, running around. Still got to go to LFS. The workout guy's here for my mother, because she's 80 with dementia. So they exercise up there. My wife's shopping. Luke's chilling. We're pretty busy around here. That's even like, I've been asked by people to go on their show and do have do a one-on-one Q&A and stuff, and I'm honored to be asked, but unless you're like, hey, you want to go on in 10 minutes, like Big Tank Hanks asked me, I don't know, 2-3 times. I just can't plan ahead that far because I don't know what I'll be doing. And I don't want you to set up a show and I can't show up and then your stream's ruined. So your best thing is if you ever want me to stream on your channel with you, just message me like, I don't know, a half hour before. Don't even plan it. Just be like, oh, hey, let's see if he can come on. And that's the best way, because if I ain't doing nothing right then and there, I'll do it. But Liquid Zoo, oh no, dude, your stuff's sweet, bro. I am so sorry about your laptop. So sorry about your laptop. That has to blow. I do like how he said that you would start a GoFundMe. You're like, oh, no, I'm just kidding. If you guys have not watched Liquid Zoo, go check his channel out. Liquid Zoo was down in his fish room the other day, and he got up to turn, and he's got this large Intech pool. It looks like an Intech, but, 12, 18 inches, whatever. Then he had his laptop sitting on the corner reading chat. And he got up to turn to go empty the tank out, and he bumped it, and it leaned over like that to go right in the water, and the stream stopped. It locked up because the computer went in the water. I felt so bad. So now he's got to get a new laptop. So if you ever go on, go check him out. He's got a really good channel. He's got a whole bunch of cool fish tanks and stuff. So. No, man, I don't want to borrow your time. I want to buy some shrimp. You can buy whatever you want, brother. And you can, I know you don't want to borrow my time, but you can borrow my time to buy some shrimp. Do whatever you would like, sir. I guess I need to make some changes to some art. Oh yeah, sorry about that, Leah. My wife, my wife said you better contact Leah. I was like, oh, I can't remember what's the cheapest way to contact Leah. She lives in a third world country, and if I text Leah, it costs her like $3 to answer a text. I can't even text Leah. So, um, I want to buy some shrimp. Let me get to. You can send it. Have you been to my website? My website blows, probably because of me, because I'm horrible at it. But if you go to my website, Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics.com. Detroit Shrimp Aquatics.com. Yeah, that's what it is. Go on there, and all the way at the bottom, it's got a comment section. You can send me messages and stuff. Just go on there, message me. It comes straight to my phone. Like somebody just went on there now, and it says Sioux City. So it's very loud, so I never miss it. But you can just tell me what you want. I can answer any questions. I can give you my phone number. You can call. Anything. It doesn't matter. I don't care. I don't have an issue with it. But like if you get on my Facebook, my phone number's on there. But yeah, I can take care of you. Anything you would like, sir. No, I have a ton of shrimp listed in my store. I don't know what. Yep, that is why I thought I offended you, because I complained about people not having their items listed for sale. Oh no! You don't offend me. Shoot, you see this? See this stuff right here? It's kind of thick. If you don't disrespect my family and mess with my money, this is thick, bro. I mean, if you have a complaint, look, complaints are good because sometimes I'm a little lazy. But see, I don't have the computer savviness. I mean, I set it up, I was helped, and we set it up, and it was working great. And then all of a sudden, people are saying, "Hey, I can't do this," and then somebody just ordered off of it yesterday and said, "Hey, it'll only add up one shrimp," but they were able to go on there and see all the shrimp. So I'm very sorry about that. But like I said, you can call me or ask me any questions you want. I can tell you everything that I have. I can answer anything. Oh yeah, bro, you don't worry about it. Opinions don't bother me if they're not rude and disrespectful. An opinion is an opinion. And some are helpful, very helpful. I mean, like I said, I know my website sucks, but I don't know of anyone to ask to help to get it, going right. I just don't. And see, the Wix that I'm on, I can actually give power to somebody to be able to come on and to work on it, change it and stuff. And I kind of need a shove in the right direction. I need somebody to help me, so I'll get it done and get it done right, and quit being lazy. I take full responsibility for it being crappy. That's why I just tell everybody, look, whatever you need, any questions, go to the bottom. Send me a message. I can give you anything you want. Even though that's a really crappy way to do it, I understand it's with me not having the savvy to do it and understanding everything, it allows me to be able to just say, you know what, forget it. I don't, just go to the bottom and leave me a message. I'll give you my phone. It doesn't matter. It's easier that way. But if I knew somebody that had the time to help, and I would even compensate them, that could get it up and running properly. Because like I set it up to have, no matter what, I don't care if you ordered one thing or 40 things, I had it set up to where shipping would be $15, no matter how much the box weighed. And people go on and use it. But when I set it up, the guy that was helping me went on, he did a fake purchase, and it worked. Everything worked fine. I was like, okay, great, it's up and running. But then he's like, look, you got to take pictures of all your shrimp and then make it to where we could click on buttons and like see it'd be a Caridina button, it'd show all the Caridina, Neo Caridina button, it'd show all the Neos, you know. But it's like when I take the pictures and I go on there, then I forget how to set it up and have it all run off that button. So, you know, it's crazy. So that's why. But oh, Bobby says I'll help with the website. Well, there we go. Well, see, that's the thing is I have the website. I just don't know how to set it up right. Like I can take a bazillion pictures, you know, upload them or send them to get them put up on there. So I just need help. And that's the thing. Look, if I need help, I'll ask for it. Look, I can build you a mansion, lay concrete, weld probably better than most people you know. I can do a lot of stuff, but I just, I'm good with this. The computers. I mean, I'm super smart, math, everything. It's just when it comes to computers and clicking on stuff and doing this, I never got into that. When I was a kid, they didn't have it. We had typewriters, I'm just not computer savvy. I don't play video games. It's not interesting to me. So. All right, Bobby. Thank you, Bobby. Yeah, if you can help, that'd be great. Because that's what I'm saying. I can allow access into my website for someone to be able to come in, give them like access to come in, and you can just, work on it, do whatever. I don't mind taking care of somebody, doing whatever to have them hook it up. It's I just want it to be there and be right. Look, I'm paying a lot of money for it, and it's just like I get so discouraged and I'm just like, you know what, whatever. I don't care. And I do care. But when I get discouraged, I don't know what to do. So I just walk away. I'm just like, whatever, call me. I'll take care of you. It's like that. So, but thank you. You have the site, you have pics. I'll manage it. Yeah, I got Wix. I got the Wix site. I got a whole bunch of stuff on there. You'll see it. Yeah. Wix is my website. DetroitShrimpAquatics.com. If you go on there, that's my website. But then I have the part where you go in, set it all up and everything. And that's the part I don't. I was having help, but the person that helps me has a life. They have a job. So I can't, hey man, I need your help again. Hey man, I need your help again. And it's like some people are just so busy. They don't need money. They don't need shrimp. Well, he needs shrimp. He'll take shrimp, but I saw one Aura Blue baby finally. So hard to see. Oh yes. Hey, you know what? The Aura Blues got moved off the bottom shelf here. We put them up top. Why do I have that on? Put them up top. So I'm waiting on those, but the black dragons, the black calcios, those had, I don't know how many babies. So I'm waiting for those to really be flying around the tank. The boas and snowflake and all that's in here, those really high grade shrimps. I've been breeding those, and they're really nice. The galaxies and everything, like the Mike Green tank. I got tons of babies in there. If you guys have seen some of my shorts that I'm making, it says Galaxy Fishbone, and I got another one that says Galaxy Fishbone. Well, these are Galaxy Fishbones, and then that's the Mike Green tank. So those over there, like really high grade. These here are like A through S grade, but the fishbone pattern rocks, these are really prolific and beautiful shrimps. But the Snow Whites had babies. The Dan Slee's Red Bolts had babies. Just about so much has had babies. The The yellow Neos had babies. I think I'm going to be out of the blue. I got to see how many blue dreams I got. I got to order today for blue dreams and fire reds. I might be out, so I might have to go to the store and get some of my blue dreams to bring home and put in my tank. Because I got probably 100 or so up at the store. I got to keep my tanks full up there too. So, all right, Bobby. Yeah, we can take care of that. Sorry about your laptop, man. Yeah, that sucked. I need shrimp, and I can turn your list into an orderable item fast. I sent you my email info so we can chat. Okay, cool. Leah says, haha, thank you. I didn't think I had any from the first clutch. Looks to be about 3 weeks, and one mama is ready to pop as all I see is eggs with eyeballs. Nice. Sorry, I don't have my glasses. It's hard to see. What else was exploding? Yeah, these here, it's like you see the generations. We were just looking at this yesterday, and again, when the ground looks like it's crawling and you don't know exactly what it is, the shrimp are, just kicked. It's like 2-3 females are having. Oh, the fancy red tigers had babies again. Excuse me. They run down the wrong tube. Like I said, the black calcios, which I call black dragons. I love calling them all dragons because you get the dragon blood blues, red calcios, red dragons, or I don't really call them golden dragons. I just call them red dragons, and the black calcios, black dragons. So I have 3 dragons. It's kind of like that that movie that was on with what's her face. She was the mother of the dragons or something. I don't know. I'm into a lot of fantasy shows, Star Wars, all sorts of stuff like that. So the Solawasi are doing great. Lots of pregnant mamas. Black King Kong shadows are doing great. Orange eye blue tigers, royal blue tigers, the dragon blood blues, blue steels. I got to do a water change on the orange eye yellow King Kongs. I know I got to do that. The mothers are prego, so I gotta clean the tank, hook it up to make them comfortable and satisfied. Oh, the tangerine tigers are just killing it again. Yeah, everything's doing really, really good. I'm really happy. I got those blue sapphires up there I'm looking to get rid of so I can make more room up there. I don't know how many I got in there. Blue sapphires are dark. They're, they say they're the highest quality blue neocaridina you can get. Well, some will even go to look like they're black. Well, I have some in there that look black or whatever color, and I'll put them in a catch cup, put a light on them, and you can see they're blue. They're like a orange-eyed royal blue tiger or an orange-eyed black tiger. What it is the blue gets so dark that it looks identical to black. You swear it's black. But if you shine light up underneath the carapace, underneath the shells, you'll see the blue. The blue is there, but it's so dark. And that's what the sapphires are doing. So, I'm trying to work with that and get around that. Orange Rillies are looking incredible as always. Let me see if I can lighten this up. What do we got here? Hey, Fish Tropic. Hey, I don't know. Who was that? Said the other day you were trying to get on here and you couldn't see it. I went on and cleared something. I don't know why you weren't able, but here you are. Fish Tropic, what's up? Hello from the kitchen. Game of Thrones. Yes, that's it. Black Neos. Yes, I have Black Neos. I have Black Rose. actually, the black rose that I have, I took my black rose and mixed them in with the other black rose that actually make the God, I can't remember the name of them. Those rusty colored ones. Gosh, I can't remember. Yeah, I can't remember. But I mixed them together. So sapphire or diamond. Yeah. How do you make carbon really? That I don't know. I don't know how to make the really, unless you have a really already. The reallys that I've gotten have just come out of my shrimp populations. Let me see if I can do something with this camera, lighten it up some. I don't think I can, but oh, there we go. I don't think sorry about that. Wow, that looks terrible. I don't know that it's that you can control that in any way. I don't know if I have that power. There we go. That looks terrible. But how I did it, like I said, how I've done it is I just breed the shrimp, and then when you get a really, you just go off of that, and get a couple, and then start breeding them. I'm not sure how the really part comes. It's just, it's within the shrimp. It's a gene within the shrimp that comes out, and that's how I do it. I don't know how to get that clear spot in the center. It just comes, and then you grab them out and start breeding those. That's like the green reallys right here. That's what was sent to me, a whole bag of green really. Now, in some of them, like the belly would be clear and the top, the green would go through, it was solid. So, it's hard for me to go, well, okay, well, this one's no good. I got to take it out. So what I'm doing is I'm going to breed them maybe about 10, 12 times, pull out everything that's not a green really, but leave everything that's green and a green really. So keep that green in there. So keep the green in there, and green reallys take everything else out. And just try to keep banging that green and the clear spot together. Nothing else but that, nothing else but that, nothing else but that. And hopefully breed it right out of them. And then I can start taking all the greens out and then just be left with green reallys, and then like have greens all by themselves apart. Try anyways. Patty's Petite Tanks, what's up, girl? Thank you. Tanks looking sparkling. Hey, these are all the ones that I did on the video. Took them all apart, put the shrimp, everything. They were a little cloudy. Now they're $1 million. Tell you it works. You don't have to be afraid. Sapphire or diamond, that's another thing, Tropic. A long time ago, I bought diamonds, blue diamonds off somebody. And now, to me, what a blue diamond is it's like a blue dream. It's a blue dream, and it'll get black patches on it. Shiny black patches. Some may come out a solid black, but it's like they're shiny, and it's beautiful. It's dying, it's. Then I got the sapphires. Well, the sapphires are blue, and they have like a powdery, spine up the back, and all this cool stuff. But then, some will come in, they'll get dark and like black. And some people are like, well, that's a blue diamond. I'm like, well, it's not blue diamond from what I had as blue diamonds. I know blue diamonds as this. They get patches on them. And that's all they ever bred was with patches. Or once in a while, I'd get the really. These are a totally different, they're really dark sapphire, like a sapphire, blue sapphire, my birth ring. And then they'll go like black, even a little like a brownish looking, like a rusty. So to me, they're way different. I had the diamonds. I don't have the blue diamonds anymore. Sold out of them, moved on. And then I just kept the blue dreams. the sapphires, and I got those. I'm breeding them out. I'm getting them out. Those the jelly looking ones, whatever. I mean, there's like 12 names for them, but the like sky blue ones. I'm growing those out or breeding those out. With red, really keep the reds in the tank with them. I just did a huge order, so most of my calls are gone. We're going to try and get some pictures. All right, Ray's Aquatics, what's up? How's it going? Yeah, that's what I always say, Tropic. It's to keep some color in the tank. So if you get a solid red out of red release, keep some in there because sometimes red release will start to clear up, so if that's a female, let's say it's a female, but you got male release, that'll help keep that red nice and dark, so she gets impregnated, with a red really, and she's solid red. I mean, you could get some solid reds, but it's not going to hurt anything. You just want to keep that really dark red in there. Yeah, pictures. There's something I was thinking today when I was driving home about Fish Tropic. Fish Tropic is, if you haven't checked out his channel, go check him out because not only is Fish Tropic, I'm sure everyone knows him, but not only is Fish Tropic keep fish. And see, I like Fish Tropic stuff because, he keeps small fish. I like big fish, but, he keeps smaller fish also, and he's got a lot of good ideas. But Tropic's not only a fish keeper and a breeder and shrimps, he actually goes fishing. So, someone, and he videos that. So, he goes, for all types of fish during the seasons over there in Canada. So not only does the guy have videos about fish tanks, but he also has videos about fishing, which I want to do. I got to get GoPro to do it, but he pulls in massive fish. So, the guy just does it, I don't know. I like to point out stuff when I see extra stuff and more stuff from people, because there's a lot of people that are, if you pay attention, a lot of people are starting to pull stuff in. I'm starting to change up stuff because I'm trying to stay fresh, trying to stay up there and not just be one thing. Look, I'm a shrimp guy. I'm a fish guy. I love my fish. But I had to realize that, look, I can't stay just 100% shrimp all the time. I need to give all of my subscribers, all of the family here, I got to give them some of everything. And I'm going to give you some of everything that we love in this home. Everyone here loves stuff. It's kind of like our art. But anyways, back to Tropic. Tropic does fishing and he does his aquatics. So his hobby not only is in tanks, but it's outside also. Just like, give me 2 seconds. It's, hold on, I'll tell you. Just like Maple Street Aquatics. Now, Maple Street Aquatics, if you haven't checked them out, you got to go check them out. His tanks are almost all filled with native fish. So he keeps tanks and he goes fishing and catches fish. So not only is it just a in-home hobby, but it's an outdoor hobby too. So you're offering all this extra to, people in the hobby because it's like, wow, look at all this stuff I got. This is super cool. Oh, but wait, I could go watch this guy go fishing. I couldn't get out this weekend, so let me watch somebody go fishing. So I think that's super cool. What people are bringing to the hobby outside of just the tanks, they're bringing the outside in also, which is, that's a game changer. I know it's been going on for a long time. I know like Catfish Terry does it. All these people do it. But Catfish Terry's another huge one. I love catfish. But if I'm going to watch somebody late at night fish in the dark, I'd rather be there than sit and watch somebody fish in the dark. But if you're going to fish in the day, fast forward it, show me a bunch of fish, I'll watch. But, it's just all these cool shows. Now, Rico Stan, he's another one. Rico Stan is a little guy, and he just had Aquarium Co-op on his show. You know, he had Corey on there, and it was like, okay, it shows that, you know, that a big guy will come help out a little guy, and you know, that's all I've ever heard about Corey. You know, I mean, you hear everything, but all I've ever heard, I mean, I've heard stuff, but Corey, the positive stuff that you hear is Corey will, if you ask him, you know, 9 out of 10 times he'll help you out. He'll do this, he'll do that. And to see him come on a channel that doesn't have, you know, 50,000 subs, that was pretty cool. I like that a lot. I give mad respect to that guy. You know, and you have Rico Stan that's doing different types of stuff. You know, the guy might not have 60 tanks, but, you know, I don't know. It's kind of like you know, everybody's given something on the channel or on YouTube. It's kind of like talk shows, you know how everybody followed Jerry Springer and this channel and that channel. And, you know, we watched all that stuff on TV. Well, there's a lot of people at home that want to watch stuff that don't have stuff to watch. So then you got like, you know, Chattanooga Ed. I mean, he makes from pots and pans to fish stuff or whatever, you know, out of all this stuff. The guy's so artistic and able to do all this stuff, you know, and, you know, there's people out there that are really adding. I mean, I could go through 50 people, you know, but there's people that are adding to, you know, the morning show, you know, it's just everything that's going on. YouTube's really blowing up with a lot of important YouTube, you know, not just live streams, but it's, you know, God, what's the word I'm looking for? But anyways, there's a lot of cool stuff on there. So that's what I like. Catch them cooking them and keeping them as pets, that is. Yeah. And that's another thing. It's like, you know, whether they got the catch and cooks, I watch those. Pig Patrol, you know, you can watch some guys go fishing and keep it. And when I watch that new channel, Hoof GP, you know, it's just, I love fish, catching them, cooking them, and keeping them as pets. Yeah. Yeah, it's you know, the hobbies, you know, it's really changing. So that's why, you know, we wanted to change our name up a little bit, Motor City Aquatics. You know, I'm changing the room up here, bringing in, you know, smaller fish that I don't see much. You know, I don't see shellies, even though people have them, you know, and like maybe like KG Aquatics or Prime Time, you know, they got quite a few, but, you know, you don't see a ton of them. You know, it's, you know, when people have so many tanks, you know, you only get to see that fish every so often. Now this, we're going to go on a road trip here. Me and my buddy that owns the LFS that I'm going to today, he owns something fishy. Well, we're going to go to something fishy in Ohio, and he's got the shellies that I want. Hopefully we can get them for a good deal. So, but we're going to go down there and check his stuff out. He just did a really cool video today. He's got a martial arts dojo, I guess, but I was like, what could he really have here? And in the basement, even upstairs, but in the basement, he's got like a store in the basement of his martial arts dojo. And then he has a store. I'm like, this guy's he's got a lot. He's got it going on. So, you know, I'm just trying to, you know, you got to change. You got to change with the times. You got to stay spunky. You know, you got to be, it's got to be clean, you know, sharp, you know, and hold on to people's attention and stuff. So, you know, I know this, that's why I'm trying to do it. I need help with the website, you know, and swap this up some, and, you know, I'll do more videos with the catfish. Just put a pump. I have the light, let me get the remote. I'll be able to show you guys better. I don't know how many people have this, but I don't. I got it for free. It's expensive to get a ton of parts for it, but it's called the Loop System. It's made by Current. And it's got, the basic stuff on it. But all down here, see these 3 fans? But those are for pumps. So this whole bottom box right here is for pumps. So you got the light. I got a 6-foot light. Then I have these boxes. And I have that big digital one that you put over there. And you hit all this stuff and it'll show you levels and numbers and blah, blah, blah. All that stuff. I don't set it because, I'm whatever. But the fans, I have those pumps. They call them pumps. So what I do is I plug the power into the one plug-in right above it because I want to power a pump or a fan. I plug into that and then I bring it around, put it on the inside of the tank, and then put the magnet on the outside of the tank. And then I hit flow up and down. Then it's got frequency. And then it has stream, surge, wave, then P/S. But I can surge it. It'll surge really fast, on, off, on and off to make it kind of wavy. And then you can make that frequency to where it's slow. It'll be a all out, balls out, 100%. You can go from 100% down to 10. So anyways, and then they sell the Current pump, water pump. So this is more or less if you want to pump water, you can use it there, pump it to other places. But it's mainly like if you have a sump. But it's a beautiful system. Goes down in there, you hook it up, and you just control it all from this. So you can turn it on, tell it how much water to pump up, and then you have, if it's gravity fed down into your sump, all this and that. So we have one in the 125 because I have the Fluval FX6 that he gave me. Well, actually, he wants some Sulawesi's for it when he's ready. And then, so we put the pump head at the other end so I can blow all the water that way while that FX6 and, we can get that swirl going, So then the catfish, I notice how much they like a lot of water flow, because when I start to drain the water, I have the G3, the Fluval G3. It's all digital. He gave it to me. That's on the catfish tank. Well, when I start to drain the water and the water shoots out that spray bar, they just sit there on the glass and swim in it. They like it so much. So I just put the pump head, the other one, because he gave me another pump head with a power. You can do 3 things. As on this remote, you can do 3 things. Then if you want to do more, you can add another box and get another remote. You can really hook it up. But this Current loop is it's like the cat's meow. I'm not saying it's the best light out there, even though Current, I've been using it for years. It's incredible. It grows my Anubias like you wouldn't believe. Anything that's close to the top, of course, it'll grow algae and, little black beer algae. Any light will do that. But to be able to just reach over and go, okay, I'm going to turn this pump on because, I want this tank to run, with a lot of filtrate, movement for the next hour. I just hit a pump, hit power, bam, it's on, it runs. And I can run the one in the catfish thing, and they can just sit there like they're in the stream, or they're in a spillway or something, just enjoying life. So if anyone's looking for that, anybody's got big tanks and needs a light system that has the ability to hook all these pumps up and stuff, look in the Current loop. They also do a saltwater light. So this is the freshwater stuff. And then they have the saltwater. They have it. They have the arms, so they hook on the tank, big curve over, and your light lifts up, so you don't get salt creep all over it and get it all nasty and ruin this expensive light and stuff. But all the cords and cables are all color coded, and they got the rubber gaskets on them, and they got the screw tops so stuff don't get in there and ruin it. It's all rubber coated on these power boxes and stuff. It's really top notch stuff. And then you can hit. There's a button on here that says clean. You hit that, all the lights turn up really bright, so you can see in there. Scrub everything, clean everything. Then you have a button that says feed. It'll dim the lights down so, it's not really bright while they're eating, and all sorts of stuff. So they put a lot of time into this. Now, I used to have the current light also that had the light bar. It had the speakers, it had the sound thing, and then you had the plastic that you put on the back of it, make it so you couldn't see through it. Then the lights would come up the back, and it was like a light show and everything. Well, I kind of traded him that for this system. So that's how I didn't pay for it. And he sold it on my 120 because I gave him my 4-foot 120 and he gave me that 6-foot 125. So, but that's how I got this. But if you have a current light, I'm almost positive because I did it with my current light on the other one. It all hooked up to the pumps and everything. So I was able to use that other current light. But this stuff's top notch right here. But that's what I use. And like I said, the catfish, I put a pump in there yesterday to give them big, huge flow. I haven't turned it on today, but I will. So, lights return, power heads, Bluetooth controller. I really like it. Yeah. It's, it's got it all. Because I used to be just all fluval, all my lights in here before I got the big room going here, I had all fluval. So I did it all off my phone and that was really cool. But then, then when I made the room, I wanted them all to come on with just one remote. So I got the Aquatics and those were like real expensive. The 4-foots were like the ultra brights, were like $136 or something a piece. I had 16 of them. And then I got out of that and I figured, okay, well, I'll just go to, garage lights, just this commercial stuff. And I got these too bright. These are even too bright. These are 5,000 lumens, 4,000 on the color chart. And they're bright. They do good. I mean, they grow my plants like you wouldn't believe, but on your eyeballs and stuff, I could have went with the 1250s because I brought 1250s home by accident, hooked them up. I was like, ooh, is this a little dim? But it would have been perfect. I should have stayed with it. So I've been thinking about even swapping these out, getting rid of these. I don't know what I'll do with them, but just go to the store and buy the 1250s because these are only like $23, let's say $24 a piece. At Menards, they're chain poles, but they all plug together. So if you link them together and plug one in, boop, flip the switch, they all come on. Flip the switch, they all go off. So that's the way I have it. So I flip this switch, they all go off. Here, I'll just show you. Flip that, the whole wall goes off except the Sulawesi tank because I have the Sulawesi tank light. I have an extra light to always help grow extra algae. And then I just flip it, turns the whole wall on. So I don't have to get 12 remotes. I don't have to go on my phone. I just walk in, click, the whole room's on, So it does pull power. Each wall pulls almost 3 amps while it's running. The minute you turn it on. So that's why I've been trying to cut down and get rid of some tanks, and put fish tanks in because, look, you don't need to grow a bunch of algae in fish tanks. They don't eat the algae on the glass. So, you don't need that. So I don't need to run the lights as long as I do on fish tanks as I do on shrimp tanks. So if I get, if I clear some of these off and, at least a couple shelves, that way I don't have to run as many lights. Power's not as bad. Then my one air pump's way in that room. Then the other pump's up there. Oh, and then yesterday I had an air pump running the 125 and the 40-gallon breeder running the sponge filters in there. Well, yesterday I drilled a hole, put a metal petcock in it, that they use at the pet store. shut the one off. I drilled a hole in there, screwed it in, ran a line off up. You can't even see it. Ran it all the way over to the 125, dropped it down. On one line, I'm running 3 sponge filters, and they're so strong. It's like I want to put, valves on them to slow them up. That's how much power I get out of one line, one air line. Now, it's not dual sponge filters. It's just the old school sponge filter because, of course, as everyone knows, you really can't beat one of those filters. So those are like the cat's meow. I use them in my pleco tanks because you could really turn them up. And they really suck a lot in there. And breeding tanks like plecos, that's what you want. You want to be able to suck up all that detritus. And you want to stay on top of your water changes. So, to me, there is a difference why you use one sponge filter over the other. And I've gone through that in other videos and stuff. But with shrimp tanks, with no tops, if I use those other filters and I got them cranked up, that it's going to splash all over the place. Well, this way, it's got the snorkel that comes up and it blows across the top of the water and it doesn't, it's not coming up and bang and it goes out. I'm not saying bubbles don't snap, but it's less of a mess, because I don't have tops. So all this, the bubbles are flowing this way. And it turns the tank like this, and then as it evaporates, I just do top offs and give them fresh water. So, when are you going to downsize? Well, it's I have the speakers too. You can hear the thunder with the weather settings. Oh, you got that light? Okay, yeah. Yeah, I had the speakers and everything. They didn't last long. They ended up not working after a little while. That little box or something that came with it broke. I don't know. I got it at the pet store. It was they had it up to show customers as they came in to sell the product. Well, the light was $400 and some bucks, and nobody bought one. So they packaged it back up, and I went in there. They said, "Give me $100, you can have it." I said, "Sold." I brought it home and it worked for, I don't know, maybe a month. And then the little box quit. Speakers quit first. Then the little box quit. I couldn't control nothing no more. Then they had another box that I could have bought for it. But I was like, you know what? I'm not even worried about it. And then my buddy bought it or swapped me anyway. So when are you going to downsize? I'm not really downsizing. What I'm doing is I'm just consolidating. So, meaning, I have extreme black King Kongs, right? Well, when they have babies, they have the shadow gene. So, when they have babies, they'll have black King Kongs with the blue shadow, or they could have extreme black King Kongs where they're solid black and just white on the tips, or they'll have an extreme black with like a white stripe on it, or maybe 2 markings on it. So, most people are like, well, separate, take these and put them in this tank, separate it so you could sell multiple types of shrimp. Well, that's what I had. I had extreme black King Kongs. I had black King Kong shadows from the extreme. So they were I call them orcas because they have so much black on them. And then I had my black King Kongs with shadows, same as the others, just came from the extreme. So I was like, okay, they're all the same. Let's just put them all together. So that consolidated 3 tanks. What else did I do? The extreme red King Kong, same thing. If they had a baby that had a white stripe on it, now it's not an extreme because it's got a white stripe on it. So I just put them all in the red King Kong tank because they have red King Kong babies, extreme red King Kong babies, extreme red King Kong 1 line, extreme red King Kong 2 line. You go on people's stores, they have all this broke down. So if you want, and the thing is like I try to tell everybody, if you want a certain shrimp, all you got to do is breed the shrimp and you'll get whatever you want, as you go along. As you breed, they'll come out. You'll get things, so that's how I'm consolidating. I'm not making anything smaller. It's just a way that I can, instead of having, like the blue steel, I took blue steel out, put them in another tank. They had a bazillion babies. So I just turn around and put them all back in this tank up here. So now I consolidated those 2 tanks. Instead of having 2 tanks of fire reds, I only have 1 tank. 2 tanks of black rose, I have 1 tank. I got rid of the red rillies. I sold out. I'm not using red rillies no more. I have orange rillies. Stuff like that. So I'm not downsizing. I'm just consolidating. So instead of separating shrimp apart to go, well, I sell black, extreme black King Kongs and I sell black King Kongs. Well, if you buy extreme black King Kongs, they'll have black King Kong babies. If you buy black King Kongs from the extreme black King Kongs, they'll have extreme black King Kong babies. It might take 2 or 3 times, but they'll come out. So that's why I was like, forget it, just put them all in 1 tank. So that's how I'm consolidating. Then the bottom row here is, my grow outs for plecos. And it'll probably be, I'm going to put some more, it could be areas where I put Shellies, when they have babies, or to separate males, at least I'll have this bottom row, more area to put them and stuff like that. So that's what I'm going to do with those. And I have a 5-gallon bucket filled to the rim with some wash tank. I have a 2.5-gallon bucket over there filled up to the top. I have to keep pushing it down with some wash tank. And it's like, I just don't know what to do with it. So I'm going to have to start selling, get big deals on that. Not saying it doesn't have hair algae. It might have some hair algae in it, but it'll go away, if it's in a fish tank, it'll go away. It's just because, in some tanks, it has so much, and then underneath, maybe stops growing, or, leaves are dying and stuff, so you got the buildup of all that in there. And so you get some, so I'll roll it and flip it around and it goes away. But taking all these tanks down, I just have so much. It's like I took so much to the pet store. My buddy's like, dude, I can't take no more. I was like, I know, I'm not asking you. So I'm going to have, if you need to wash the tank, let me know. I'll run big deals on that. Big deals to sell it, and get rid of it, So I have so much of it, even having all that stuff out of the tanks, it's crazy. So. And then I have that Hookeris Moss. If you guys are looking for a Hookeris Moss, let me know. I got really nice plants, really nice growth plants of that. This, it's really, they say it's really rare. Well, it is. It's rare. But I have a lot of plants of it. I have videos of how I make it, how I tie it down and stuff to make new ones. But if you're interested in that stuff, let me know. I got stuff that's the size of a baseball, and I got stuff over there. It fell off the 3D ledge. It got so big, it leaned forward, and I just lifted it up and set it down. It's like the size of a softball or bigger. It's just sitting down over there. And then I got one there. There's a couple up in there. I just make it on the stuff. This up here, this whole thing right here is it. It's got a little hair algae on it, but I don't have nothing else in there. I'll just pull it off every time. And then over time, the shrimp will eat, it'll just disappear. But this whole plant right here is Hookeris, and it's on a base. And if you go online and look, it's like $32 for let's say 15 pieces, 20 pieces that are like an inch or two long. So if you got a huge plant like that, and I sell the whole thing, let's say for $50, you got that whole thing that, you could take 20 pieces off and sell to somebody, Like I say, it's online. It's rare. It's expensive, but I have a lot of it. So it's not like I'm going to charge, an ass amount for it. If somebody's looking for something that they could take clippings off of this or just break some off, because it breaks easy. It's very delicate. So, you could take it off, watch some of my videos, put it on some stuff, hold it down. It'll just, then while it's laying down, it grows up off of it that way, and it grows these. So, I bought it a couple of years ago, 15 pieces or 20 pieces for $15 or something. And that's how I started. And my boost, I have boost floating in tanks. I started there. People just give it to me. Friends just, hey, you want some boost? You want to check this out? Sure. So I have boost, and, that's why I want to do all Caradina tanks and Sawashitan. and boosts, neo tanks, and like I got the float plant there, and it's not floating there. It's the pearl weed. I got that idea from Lucas Bretz. And I do regular, like this right here. This is a Caridina tank. Both these are Caridina tanks with huge moss in them. These are two different types of moss. I think that's Christmas moss, or I don't know. It's moss. And then this is another moss. Sawashtan. So I want to get all of them that are Caridina, Sawashtan, and Hookeris. Oh, this here's another Hookeris. And then do all the Neos and just moss. So, because I really have an addiction to Sawashtan. I think it's really cool. And the shrimp, just sit in it and eat it all day. And I want to try something out too, because I want to put it over in the 125, because I think the cichlids will tear it apart and eat it, which would be really good because it's probably very healthy for them. So downsizing, I'm not downsizing. I'm just consolidating, kind of, instead of having 5 things in one, I'm going to have 1 tank of one. And I mean, you can call it downsizing, but I'm really not. I'm still keeping the same amount. And I'm getting rid of some stuff. I mean, if it doesn't sell, I get rid of it. I have a tank of pintos, red pintos, that I put an orange-eyed shrimp in. I think it was an orange-eyed fancy red tiger, but it had no white. So I took it out of here. These are orange-eyed shrimp, Caridina, and I put it in with the pintos. She got buried. I pulled her out, put her in a tank. She had babies, and there was a certain percentage that had orange eyes. So I put her back in there again. She got buried. I pulled her out, put it back in there. She had all the babies. I took her out, put her back in here. And I have all those babies. So it's like, you get red King Kongs, pintos, and then you get an all red shrimp with orange eyes. So there's no white, because orange eyes takes away the white pigment. I'm not saying you can't breed it into the orange eyes or into white shrimp, because you can. Over time, that's why these shrimp have no white in them, because they were born without the white pigment, because they have orange eyes. I mean, there's black ones and all sorts, so I don't even really know what all these shrimp are in here. They just have orange eyes. And that's why I think I sell them for like $7-8. But so that's what I have down there. That's a tank that I made. So, and then the one next to it is the red Pinto Tank. So I have the red Pinto Tank, and then I have the Pinto Tank that I made with orange eyes. So, it's just, I can't get rid of everything, I still want to have fun. But if it doesn't sell, I'm getting rid of it. Unless I really like it. So even when it comes to Neocaridinas, when it comes to Neocaridinas, if they don't sell, I'm getting rid of them. I mean, because I'd rather just take care of one type than 2 types. So, if Black Rose aren't selling anymore, I'm going to get rid of Black Rose. My main thing is probably, like the snowballs. I don't know if I'll ever get rid of them, because I love them to death. The Kenneglons, I don't ever want to get rid of them because they're like extinct. But it's, I just want to keep what sells for right now until things pick up. I don't want to have like in a pet store, they don't want to put fish in a tank. If the fish in the tank aren't selling, they're not making money. This is my hobby. But it doesn't mean I need to have all these shrimp. Some of them I could care less if I got, because, like blues, I got more blues. I don't need every blue. In some shrimp, I like black better than I do red. I like red better than I do black in other shrimp, stuff like that. Certain people call for certain, like the Sulawesi, I'll never get rid of them. They're like literally my favorite shrimp. I could get rid of every shrimp, keep those. I can have 50 tanks of Sulawesi's. They're so cool. It comes down to that too. Am I keeping shrimp to sell to the store? But if the store is only calling me once, if he's not killing it, selling hundreds, then there's no sense in me keeping, the shrimp, because it's like you can go to a pet store and buy shrimp that people are breeding, they bring in for store credit. Okay. But if I'm not getting calls and the stores aren't calling me, then this is sitting here when really I'm not really paying too much attention. I'm paying attention to all this stuff up here because I'm working on it and they look super cool and, stuff like that, So if you can understand the method to the madness, 1.5 years, no issues. Yeah, loops are really good. Loops are good. They're expensive, but they're good. They have a really good warranty on them. I said I found some Sawashitan from the LFS already killed it. You killed Sawashitan? Wow. I can't kill it for nothing. Hey, the little trick that I did the other day, I want to tell you guys, everything worked good, but this one, I think what it was is that stuff that was on the bottom that was losing its color. It's not dead or not. It's just brown. Like this here, it's really weird. I took some Sawashitan out and I put it in a bucket, right? No water. And I left it there overnight. Then the next day I was like, oh, wow, hey, let me go over here. And it felt drier, like the Sawashitan itself, because the plant, what it does is it sucks up the moisture, the water. So it felt real fluffy and soft. And I was like, oh, wow, that's cool. And I tore it off and I tossed some in the tank. And it floated for like days. And it just rolled and air bubbles all over it. It rolled around and there was like no hair algae on it. So I don't know if the hair algae like dried up like in just the hour sitting in the bucket, but it was incredible. And I threw it in there and it's this one here. It sank down. There's hair algae in the tank, but it's not on the Sawashitan. Now, I'm not saying that there's not any hair algae in it, but it's incredible. It's super clean, super healthy. And that stuff was out of water with it. I mean, no water. It was in a bucket, no water for, I don't know, more than 24 hours. And then I just tore it off. It was so soft and fluffy like cotton. Toss it in there and it just rolled and floated for days. And then it finally sank back down. So what I think is like a sponge. It just filled itself back up and then sat itself back down. But it seems like it's real healthy after doing that. It's really weird. So, that's why, like, if I pull it out of tanks and it's full of algae, I'm not going to sit there and pull all out. I just make sure there's no shrimp in it, put it in another bucket with water, go through it. If there's nothing in it, I just throw it away and add, more. But I noticed if I just put it in a bucket and leave it there, literally it's been out of water. You take it out, throw it in there, and it tumbles around, and it'll sink, and it's just gorgeous. I'm just like, did I run into something here? I mean, what did I do? But it's incredible. So I like pearlweed. Yes, pearlweed is pretty sweet. Downsizing the amount of work you do. Yes, S. That is what I'm doing. Thank you for putting that in there. Yes, I am downsizing the amount of work that I have to do because when I go back to work, I'll be working so much I won't be able to take care of all the tanks. And my wife said she'll help me, but having so many shrimp tanks, she's not sure what every tank needs. So, it's kind of like if I help you, this is what I'm asking you to do. You need to help me. So it's, I'm making it easier for all of us all the way around. But yes. All right, Bobby. Thank you for showing up. How long have we been on here? Hour and 48 minutes. We'll probably call it. This stream went incredible. I had a bunch of people come in here and say hello. But I want to say thank you so much for coming in and chilling. What time is it? 3:00. Yeah, I got to get some stuff done around here. Probably I want to empty this corner tank, get these blue dreams out of here because they're ordered. Get them all out of here, and then I'm going to take this tank and I'm going to put it up here for the next set of Shellys I get. But I put it up here and let it run empty. Now I'll take a 10-gallon, put it down here for the blue dreams I get later at the store. Put them in there, and they can chill in there, and we'll be all good. But I told him I was going to come get some. He was like, "No, I'm low." I was like, "Well, I need some." So, all right, everyone. Thank you so much for showing up. I had an incredible time. Wow, the time fly. That's crazy. Thank you to my moderators. If it wasn't for you guys and gals, I wouldn't be able to control this stream and get all the important information out of there. So I just want to, like always, give you guys the most credit. Thank you so much. And to my subscribers, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. It was great to see people that just lurk come in here and say hello. So that was really nice. Good to see everybody. And Liquid Zoo, I'll holla at you. Bobby, I'll holla at you. And thank you. Just I had a blast. Yeah, and like I said, if you need anything, go on my website. And it's not working just yet. Sounds like we're going to get it up and running. I'll just go to the bottom in the contact area, send me a message, and comes right to my phone. We can just it's like email right back and forth, and we get to take care of. So, all right, everyone, thank you so much for coming and hanging out. Please leave in the comments if you haven't, or if you're going to watch the replay, if you do like the new name change we're going to get, Motor City Aquatics from Detroit Shrimp and Aquatics. Leave your opinion, because your opinions matter. And if there's anything else that you'd like to see on the channel, please let us know. If you haven't hit the subscribe button, please do. Hit the like, share, tag, follow, all that good stuff. And thank you so much. So from Detroit, peace, stay shrimpy, and remember, when you do them water changes, spit, don't swallow, because it tastes like shite. Hate it. Happened to me the other day. About threw up in my mouth. So, all right, everybody, take care. Love you lots. And I think snow's coming. So you're going to want to bundle up. All right, peace. See ya.